Hey everybody, it's Katie from Brio Travel. I know how busy you are, but I also know how important it is to take some time for yourself. I'm here to help people like you find your work-travel balance so you can escape routine, explore the unknown, and experience the world. Today, we're going to talk about travel agents. Who are they? What do they do? Do you need one? What's the deal? So obviously travel agents used to be a thing before the internet. That's how most people booked their travel. The internet came along and everybody started to do it on their own. Obviously the internet is still around, but there's a huge problem with information overload. If you type in what to do in Australia or where to go in Africa, you're gonna get hundreds of thousands, if not millions of results. There is so much information out there. Working with a travel agent, you'll be able to really hone in on the exact trip that you want, and working together, you're gonna be able to perfect it and save a ton of time. We will book your trip, plan your trip, and make sure that it goes as smoothly as possible. Travel agents also are there to be your cheerleaders. We are going to be the ones on the phone if there are any problems, and we're going to make sure that it never goes perfectly because travel is travel, but we're going to make sure it goes as smooth as possible, and be there to mitigate any issues that you encounter on your trip. And in case anything like, I don't know, a global pandemic happens or a natural disaster or anything unforeseen like that, we're also going to be there for you to support you, to guide you, and to make sure that you get everything that you need along the way. So now you know more about what we do. Do you need a travel agent? Is it right for you? And it might not be, and that is okay. If you are a budget backpacker and are saying going from hostel to hostel, then a travel agent might not be for you. If you love planning your trips, I feel you, I'm the exact same way, then you might not need a travel agent. You can plan a wonderful trip on your own. But if you've been thinking about traveling internationally or taking a trip and you just haven't been able to sit down and carve out the time to plan it, if you want to travel more and aren't sure how, if you know that you want to take a trip and you cannot figure out where you want to go, or if you're intimidated by traveling abroad if you haven't done it before, or any number of reasons, if you just want someone there to talk things through, to support you as you figure out all this stuff and navigate what it is to plan a trip, then you might want to consider using a travel agent. So how it works if you decide to work with me is you'll schedule a 30-minute discovery call, which is a free consultation where you and I will sit down and we'll get to know each other. We'll talk about your likes and dislikes, what you're looking for in your vacation, and decide if we're a good fit for each other. If it is and we decide to move forward, there's some paperwork to sign, and then that's it. We'll get to planning. I'll schedule another call with you, and we'll go over everything that I found, and we'll just work closely together to make sure that you're getting exactly what you want. A question I get a lot is, how much does it cost? And Brio Travel does charge a service fee. This is to cover services I provide, so the planning and the booking, the research, and all the time it takes to go into that. This is really important because it allows me to keep my number of travelers really limited, and that's important because I want to be able to dedicate my time to your trip. Your trip is important, and I want to make sure it is a priority and it stays a priority, and I'm not focused on a gajillion trips coming in. The actual price will depend on the scope of the work, and so that's going to vary for each trip. And when we talk on the discovery call, I'll be able to get an idea of what your trip looks like and what you're looking for, and I'll be able to tell you at the end of the discovery call. And beyond that, it's just the normal things that you would pay for your trip. So if this sounds like it's something for you, then definitely get in touch. I really want to meet you and I really want to talk to you and start planning your trip. If you're not quite sure yet or you want to learn a little bit more, you can head to my website at travelbrio.com. You can also find a ton of resources there for trip planning and for just information for travel in general, tips and tricks, lots of stuff available on the website. So if this is helpful for you, if you could hit the thumbs up button below, that would be a huge help for me, and subscribe to my channel. I put out videos every other week. All things travel. It'll be inspiration, destinations, tips and tricks, and travel resources for all different types of travelers. So I can't wait to meet you, to start planning your trip. And if you have any questions in the meantime, don't hesitate to reach out. Safe travels, everybody.